The inspiration for the Burnt Chef project was started 6 years ago when I experienced burnout and mental health issues that led me into a crisis position. At the time I was working in hospitality, supplying some of the best ingredients around the world to fine dining chefs within the south coast of England. The stigma associated with mental health and mental health issues was so strong it took me about 2 years to get help. And during that time, I really struggled with the stigma and the shame associated with it. I'm pleased to say I made a full recovery. And when I started to look back into the industry, the sector that I love so passionately, I realized that a lot of the people that I was working with were also struggling with addictions, with burnout, with high stress. And I thought, this can't be sustainable. We look a lot at energy use from ovens and from lighting, but we're not looking at the energy use and the protection and maintenance of human beings within the hospitality industry. So I was inspired to start a small little change within the south coast of England by taking photos to raise awareness for the fact that we all have mental health, and the sooner that we look after our mental health, the better and more sustainable we can perform, not just in our work lives, but our home lives as well. Fast forward to where we are now, 6 years later, we have free therapy available in 184 countries, in every single language and time zone that you can think of. We provide 26 modules of e-learning to do with menopause, nutrition, depression, digital detoxing, suicide. The whole wealth of content is freely available to the global industry. And in the last 12 months alone, we've had close to 40,000 modules completed. And we also have an incredible team of volunteers, 250 global volunteers in places like Australia, Canada, America, Dubai, Singapore, who represent our work with full training. So our core values and our core mission statement is to make sure that we provide the educational tools, the supportive mechanisms, and the positive encouragement to the global industry to create a sustainable industry that focuses on the people that matter the most. The biggest challenges facing our sector, and not just from chefs, but from maintenance, housekeeping, front of house, and also critically general managers and operational teams, is the lack of work-life balance. Often enough, operators are working on such slim margins that they scale back all of their teams to be able to make more profit, which then pushes additional demands on team members. Often working in excess of 60 to 80-hour weeks. It leaves people feeling despondent, burnt out, tired, highly stressed. And so one of the biggest challenges we find is how do we educate business owners that by looking after the team and giving them more time off, not less, will result in higher satisfaction rates and better operating profits. A big challenge for us on that front is when we get to the financial directors of organizations who go, what is my return on investment? Now, the return on investment of this work is 11 times. You get 11 times for every 1,000 euro that they invest, they'll get 11,000 euro back. However, the time horizon is not next week, it's not next month, it's 12, 18, 24 months. And that's the hardest thing that we struggle with. I think being here for HIP has been fantastic for me. We operate in a global industry. I was just in America only a week ago at NAFEM, and this has got some significant scale, but more to the fact, the content of the seminars, the sheer volume of seminars that you have here with the different voices from around both inside and outside the sector has been truly inspiring. I listened to a conversation earlier on today from a neuroscientist and a psychologist looking at some of the challenges within hospitality from an outsider's perspective, which I found really on point and very inspirational. There was also a conversation on at the Tech Stadium today talking about the use of AI and robotics to help drive revenue and reduce the impact on personnel and key personnel within workforces. So I think it's a fantastic event and one that I'm looking forward to coming back to next year.